Hi, my name is J. Manuel Hodge, integrative medicine physician and holistic health pain specialist. Now, one of the things that I find that a large percentage of us end up having problems with is a lot of lower back pain. All right. It comes about for varying different reasons. There could be a compression of the spine that causes pinching of the bursa or releasing of the synovial fluids in that area that causes tension in the back that creates a strong sensation when movement, making it hard to function as smoothly as you would like. Now, there are a few different ways that I find that work really well for helping lower the pain so that the body can heal itself. And the first way that I tend to look at that is checking the structure. And I say that there are self-care ways of dealing with checking your own structure, and we look at it anterior. I'm going to have Chet here come. This is Chet. He's going to be my demo person. All right. Chet does have lower back pain, so we're going to address it from a few different ways. One of the things which I've mentioned previously in my blog and a few video posts was about the importance of breath and hydration. So we'll be constantly incorporating that idea into our therapies and our treatments, or as simply the homework between therapies. When a person, looking at it from a natural perspective, needs to kind of alleviate these tight areas that come about and hinder our functionality throughout the day. So Chet, first thing I'm going to have you do is just put some water in your mouth, hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. So Chet, you're gonna swallow that. The idea is we do that 3 times. Now, for the sake of time, we're not going to do it 3 times in this particular moment, but I wanted to at least make sure that holding the water in the mouth tends to help activate the stomach and the digestion system so that it optimizes absorption of the liquids. Now, the benefit of doing that when we're talking about doing therapies is fueling the body's circulation. Now, the first thing we tend to do when we're in pain is try to avoid that pain. So, Chet, I want you to just stand, put your hands at the top of your iliac crest, all right? And then come around to see where you land, all right? Now, if Chet's having a problem where one side is higher than the next, I'm going to just show him how, in a self-care aspect of dealing with that, with very minimal movement, utilizing the breath to exhale with that movement. All right. So Chet, you look pretty even right now. So even though this is, if he was uneven, this is what we would do. So Chet, I want you to stand with your feet shoulder width apart and then stand straight, okay? You're going to turn your toes inward, all right? And then step right there. Now your hands on your hip is to keep you facing front. And in facing front, all I want you to do is you're going to put the same foot that turned in, that hand on your forehead. All right, now in doing so, with each movement, you're only going to exhale, and you're keeping it very small movement because I know that that pain hurts, all right? And so we're going to do an exaggerated sound. Now, as you do that exaggerated sound, I want you to take your stomach back as far as it goes when you exhale, all right? And so let's try that. Put it up here. You're gonna go slightly bend forward as you take your stomach in. All right, and then go to the right. If you feel your body tense and tight, you're going to exhale again, breathe in. And then you're gonna come back up, breathe in. Same thing as you come up, you're just slightly pushing your hips forward, but not as a strong thing, just lightly exhaling. Now we're going back down, breathe in to the center and then up. Okay, we take that, put our hands on our hips, and we're just going to shake our hips lightly. All right, side to side, and then just lightly side to side. Go. One more. Now let's march that out. Just lift your feet. Okay, and then once your feet slam again, we're gonna do the opposite leg. Everything I do it 3 times. So you're gonna pick up your toes on your left foot and just turn them in, keeping your heel where it is. Put your hands on your hip and turn your hips forward. Very good. You're gonna put same hand, same leg that's bent on the forehead, and just light movement. Go as far as it feels okay to go. Exhale, releasing sound, take the stomach in. Going that side, then coming up. Very good. Again, to the side, then coming up. Now we're gonna just shake our hips lightly. Again. All right, bring the feet regular, shake again. Now just march lightly, okay? Now for Chet, we're gonna do this one more time because it takes 3 times, usually ending where you start, to complete the balancing of those hips, all right? So the right leg, we're going to turn in the toes, all right? And place our hands in position, hand on the hip. Make sure our hips stay forward. Exhale forward. Come to the side. And then come up. Going back down. Out. And then up. Then shaking lightly. All right? All right, then march it out, shake again, and then hold some water in your mouth. Okay? So another way in terms of treatment for lower back pain, utilizing and incorporating some of the Chinese medicine perspective of acupoints or point areas, if the person's back pain is so severe that laying them face down to work them causes even more pain, where it's really challenging for them even after putting a bolster at their feet to help alleviate that pain. From the front, it's a really easy but good way in terms of dealing with that back pain, looking at the body and saying, okay, the pain is in the lumbar area, which is usually at the top of where this iliac crest is. And oftentimes we utilize anatomical location to help us understand where we are, where we want to be, and what we want to affect. In this case, I want to affect the lumbar area of the back, so I would measure out from the iliac crest and come across, which usually lines up underneath our navel area. And this would be on both sides, a kidney point. But because I haven't mentioned all the different points and what they do, this point typically affects the abdomen area as well as any sensations behind it. Now, from an anatomical aspect, these muscles on both sides are the iliopsoas muscles. And oftentimes with back pain, those iliopsoas muscles get very tight and cause a lift in our ilium, or just simply a strain or pull on the QL in the back. So I'll show the front right quick, and then I'll show the back aspect. So in terms of finding those points, you're coming across anatomical location to aligned with the iliac crest, all right? And incorporating the breath, all right, because we've done the hydration, holding in the mouth. Incorporating the breath, I would have him breathe in. And then as he exhales, I'm going to add pressure, exhale, on those 2 points. All right. And I'm going to have him do this 3 times as I maintain the pressure. Breathe in, exhale. Very good. One more time. Exhale. And then on the next breath, exhale, I'm going to slowly come out of the same area. Breathe in. With light movement coming out in a counterclockwise position. And exhale. Now, typically holding within the 3 times concept, we would do that 3 times and work our way down towards the pubic symphysis area of the body underneath the AIIS, all right? Anterior, inferior spine, iliac spine. All right, so save time. We'll come here, breathe in, exhale. Very good. Again, exhale. One more time. Exhale. Then slowly out. Coming out. Exhale. Then I would basically continue with my massage to relax. I would check the back by, take a deep breath in. When we're gonna just hang it off. Tell me if you feel pain in the lower back when I do this. Okay. Anywhere of the movement of it?
The movement coming out.
The movement coming out, okay. And this side, same thing?
Same thing.
Okay. So what this automatically tells me is that this lower back has definitely a compression or a slip disc. So we want to be careful when we're working with that, moving slowly, moving with the breath, all right? In relieving or lengthening of the back on the table, we tend to have a person lay face down. And if I was to apply more of a tuina aspect to help release this, I'm gonna have Chet turn over and go face down. Then we look at this and we say, okay, well, I wanna just relax those muscles that are tight and I'm going to utilize a little bit of tuina. Tuina is Chinese medicine body work that incorporates the understanding of Chinese medicine, applying acupoints, acupressure, as well as flowing within the meridian or sinew lines. And of course, you'll learn more about front mu, back shu, and 5 shu that will help with that. So if you enjoyed this video, please press like below and subscribe. If you're interested in learning a variety of different modalities and styles in massage therapy, contact ICOHS.edu and start your career into understanding holistic health from varying different modalities. Thank you.